Owatonna High School senior Aidan Buryska ends up incredibly busy during the fall. Not the first Owatonna player to do it. Not too long ago, Carter McCauley was doing it. Did you see him doing it at all, Aidan, and think, hey, maybe this is something for me?
I did. Especially being in the same position in soccer.
Yeah.
I definitely kind of saw him doing it. I figured that I could maybe kick if I wanted to, but it just ended up working out. I made JV my sophomore year because there were 2 senior goalies ahead of me in soccer, so I just figured, I'd been kicking over the summer with Carter too, and he helped me out a lot that summer. I think I went out there was 1 week or 2 weeks in July where I went out pretty much every day with Carter and kicked a little bit. So I just got a lot better and realized, I should probably just kick and focus on that for that fall, being that I was just on soccer, JV, so I could really focus on the football part of that.
Okay, and so this is the second year kicking football, right?
Third.
Oh, third.
Third. I've been kicking since I was a sophomore, so I was sophomore, junior, and then this year.
Now, is there any football in your past besides this kind of kicking stuff lately?
No, actually, I didn't play football at all growing up. I was soccer, so.
All right. Now, have there been many times where you've been in a situation where you had to make a tackle or anything like that up till now?
Only time was, I think I've had like 3 tackles or so. I think I only had 1 my sophomore year, and it was pretty scary because I've probably put on about 30 pounds, 35 pounds since then, grew like 2-3 inches. And so I was a little runt going out there. And I remember I kicked, it was against like JM, and they had a big guy returning the ball, and he got through our return team, and I was the last one to the ball, so I came at him. I don't know how to tackle, so I just kind of stopped my feet and waited for him, and he kind of just steamrolled me, but I had enough wherewithal to kind of just pull him down, so yeah, it hurt.
All right, well, you're a little bigger now, but hopefully that doesn't come into play too much. As far as the kicking itself, you've had a great season on extra points, maybe a couple of field goals. How are you feeling about kicking?
It always starts out, and we seem a little bit rusty on PAT and field goal stuff. I know we had one blocked in each of our first 2 games. We just kind of had to figure out the blocking scheme and stuff with a bunch of new players. But it's been good. I think we've only kicked 1 field goal. We tried for another one at Northfield, but there's kind of a botch snap thing go down, so I had to pick the ball up and run a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So getting tackled also is something that a kicker usually shouldn't have to deal with too often, right?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, well, it seems to me it was a fairly not too tough of a tackle, nothing big that way. Now, it has worked very well, though, the PATs, so a little credit here to the holder and snapper. Who are those guys usually?
Well, Abe snaps the ball. I don't know if he'll be doing much of that anymore, especially since he kind of moved into the starting QB role, and then Jay has been a great holder. Over the summer we didn't really know who was going to be the holder, and I kind of just suggested him because I know he's got good hands from like basketball and stuff, so I figured he'd be a pretty good holder, and it's turned out good.
Okay, and then the interesting thing right now when we're watching Josh Nelson work out a little bit here as well as a kicker who's been kicking the ball off in a fantastic way. Owatonna has quite the weapons when it comes to kicking to have 2 kickers that are seemingly specializing in their areas.
It's been good. Me and Josh have been friends forever. We've been goalies too because he's a goalie, and so we've been playing together soccer-wise since we were about 2nd, 3rd grade. So we've known each other for a long time. And this off season, and even the off season before, we really lifted a lot together. Did a lot more soccer specialized stuff, but he kicked last year, and I kind of encouraged him too because I was like, it's fun, it's a good experience. So I think you should definitely come out and do it, and he did, and he's doing amazing. I mean, strong leg, he's got to get steps down. Once he gets more experience, I can see him being really great.
Have you always been a goalkeeper?
Yeah. Basically, I started playing goalie when I was in about 4th grade. My coach just decided to put me back there because I was pretty aggressive, and that's kind of at the younger ages, that's really all you need. And I just loved it. Since my first game, I've been playing ever since. So, I like the position.
Now, I watched you in the Austin game, and I've seen you in a couple other games too, where you're flying through the air and timing things. So how does the aggressiveness also kind of factor into timing and angles and all that? It's more than just being aggressive at the varsity level, I would think.
So for me, I really worked on like my footwork, agility, vertical, and just getting reps. Over the summer, I trained with the De La Rosa brothers, who both played Division I college soccer in Mexico this last year. And so they're amazing to train with, and I get the hard shots. And really, soccer and goalie stuff is really all about repetition. It's seeing the ball off the foot, knowing where you are in your goal, and reading the angles. at a certain time. So,
okay.
Yeah.
The win over Austin for the Huskies, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it was our second win over a state-ranked team. I think we haven't lost to a state-ranked team yet. So,
okay.
we always seem to show out against, the really good teams. It was a huge win. We kind of needed something to go our way right now, especially, it's our first time at 500 in the year. I think we had some big expectations going into the year. And we just it was kind of a little bit disappointing throughout the year, losing some games we shouldn't have, like getting blown out by JM. It was just leading up to that point. I think we really needed this one and kind of get us going into sections.
And you feel that the team has shown potential, that you could have a good playoff run?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're starting to click at the right time. We took care of Century, and Century's, their record says they're pretty bad, but they've got some pretty skilled players, and so our defense, getting used to playing the really good strikers has been a good thing. The last two games have both had just spectacular. Austin had a kid who was just incredibly fast on the ball, faster than any of our defenders without the ball, and so so it was good for them to get that experience against top caliber strikers.
Okay, and Aidan, do you do any sports in the winter or spring?
I used to play basketball up until 10th grade. I decided, I wasn't really good at it. I was just kind of in there for the, fun with friends. But I just decided this last year to kind of take a year off, get into the weight room, focus, because I play on 2 indoor teams in the winter for soccer.
Okay.
So I just decided to kind of take a break from it, focus on soccer and football. So, yeah.
Okay, and have you thought about what you want to do, and if there's any sports as well in your future after high school?
Yeah, I'm currently been talking to the Augsburg soccer coach. I'm going up actually on Saturday to go to it's like recruit night, and then I've been in contact with Waldorf University too for their soccer, and I went down in the summer. They kind of came up and watched me at a summer game, and then I went down, trained with their team over the summer, and I really like it there. I love their coach. It's definitely a pretty good opportunity for me there. And then also a college, it's Hastings College in Nebraska, and I'm going on a visit down there in over MEA. I think.
Okay, so all for soccer though?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
And very good. And Aidan, what are you interested in studying?
I think I'm going to go with maybe a business major, criminal justice minor, but I'm definitely interested in the business aspect. So.
Okay, I'd probably be a joke in there about whether crime pays, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, hopefully your kicking is better than my jokes.
Yeah.
And Aidan, thank you very much for your time. Owatonna senior Aidan Buryska. Good luck on the balance of each of these seasons. Good luck.
Thank you.